the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. It'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, and Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Broncos, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. A solid stiff arm. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by their rookie quarterback, the young man out of Louisville.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how. And hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
Open man downfield is Judy. He's got it. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jerry Judy, his second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Looks good on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. 1 play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So now here are the Broncos for their first drive of the game. They'll be led out by the MVP of the National Football League in 2018, the former Texas Tech Red Raider, Patrick Mahomes.
And the tendency for most of these guys is to want to match things right away because they have a lot of confidence in their talent, too. They just saw a big strike against their team, and you know they're thinking to themselves, I can get this back right now on 1 play. Well, if it's there, you take it, but otherwise, just go ahead and calm your team down, run the offense, get things going, and see how things settle in.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Yellow.
Ball again. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. It's the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It was Cameron Jordan who came in and got him. After the loss, they'll come up. From midfield, here's Mahomes. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 28. A gain of 22. First down. Well, on third down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked up by...
Spread the field sometimes. There's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll go play action with Shuck. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Off the bootleg, Shuck with it. Short one here, caught by McBride. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Throwing, Shuck. He'll try to do this himself. And they're well past midfield. Just a yard or two shy of the 40. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Off the play fake, Shuck. Under pressure, and down he goes. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6.
48-yard line.
Brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. To throw now, Shuck. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Lee coming into this one, that's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football. Through an opening, and there he goes. Breece Hall. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Breece Hall with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. They got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Now Shuck. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Jalen Carter. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Here's Shuck. Gets it underneath. Here's Harvey. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. To punt on fourth down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez.
In punt formation.
A solid 12-yard return after the 55-yard punt. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. The Broncos offense and Breece Hall headed out onto the field. And he's been a tough man to stop in this first half. He's putting up some big numbers already, and we have yet to reach halftime. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
At the 32-yard line.
Now here's Mahomes. Who dumps this one off here to Hall. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
Mahomes going to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. To throw, it's Mahomes. They'll set up the screen for Hall. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. The Broncos at 1-3 here in the early part of the year. They were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape preparing for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard. And they played well all 3 phases of the game. Now I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First down. First and goal, Denver.
Now Patrick going to change the play. They'll run with Hall. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Hall again. And this time he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. So his strong first half continues as he... finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack. And you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line. And he's able to take it into the end zone.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
That's good. For an Eagles.
They'll throw. Here's Shuck. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield. And it almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Trey McBride, 58 yards. And the Eagles are an extra point away now from moving out in front. Charles, that was a heck of a play.
It truly was because when he made that catch, he had to shake through some people, right? So that play, to me, a highlight film that should be accompanied by bass music, right? I mean, boom, 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 and he finds his way to the end zone. Terrific play.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown reception from Trey McBride. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Mahomes now to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And it's a huge return line. We don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. with his third touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. We saw so much of this last year at the college level, but there you go, his first rushing touchdown as an NFL quarterback.
And with the speed he has, we certainly know it won't be his last, because that's something that aided him very well, as you mentioned, at the college level. It's something he's going to carry over, and they'll make it a big part of their offense.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Breece Hall helped leading out this offense for another series. Now he's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go ahead and have all of his points. Let's hold down everyone else. And that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, and he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start to go through the air as much. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He completes it to Evans. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Mahomes will do it himself. And Mahomes picking up the first as he slides and hits the deck. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Now Mahomes. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. They'll throw now on the final play. That is incomplete. So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State and Scott Hansen with our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. The first month of the season has come and gone. It's the first weekend of October, our first week with byes on the schedule. Lots to unpack, so let's get into it. Our trip around the league starts now. It begins up in Baltimore. The Ravens at home to take on the Houston Texans. This is a playoff rematch from a couple years ago. From there, let's head out to North London. The Vikings in Europe for the second straight week, this time taking on the Browns. And it's the second-year man, Braylon Allen. He's going to deliver in the red zone to the end zone, 12-yard touchdown run. Lastly, got one more to show you here. And it's a guy who made big strides in his rookie season, Drake May. A 4-yard touchdown pass in the box score. The Rams with an important W. They didn't want to start 1-4, and they won't following their victory here. With that, here's a look at the rest of the action from around the NFL here in Week 5, the first weekend of October. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half, as we send you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Tackle made by Eric Kendricks. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Second down and 8. Here's Hall again. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 104 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
On play action, it's Mahomes. His pass out wide to Hall. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
On the counter, it's Hall. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Throwing now is Mahomes. And he is caught. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 23. That gain on third down, good for 28. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice game there. This one goes for 20.
Oh, we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
They'll try to run with Hall. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Breece Hall with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Broncos have come back to make it a 2-point game. Mahomes now going to lead his guys up for the 2-point try.
The Broncos will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
A third quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe first or second, you don't. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to I don't like to chase a lot of points, but I also don't know it.
The quick feet by Jackson. He's to midfield. And he will take this one back all the way inside the 35.
I know the special teams coach will not permit himself a smile here, but inside, he's glowing. This is what he practices for. This is what he schemes. This is what he watches tape to put himself and his team in a position to score points. An absolute dream return.
Operating from the gun, here's Shuck. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
At the 42-yard line.
Shuck now to throw. Open man is Waddle, complete. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Brings up third down and 7.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. To throw is Shuck. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
He had the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and that will keep this a 2-point game.
It looked good when it left his foot, but he kind of sliced it a little bit, and he winds up missing it wide right.
Breece Hall helped leading out this offense for another series. He's had a touchdown for every quarter so far. 3 here in the 3rd, and probably hoping he's not done yet.
And this is a situation where it's okay to be greedy. When you've already scored 3 times, you want 4, you want more than that, and guess what? That only helps your team.
Yeah, so far 3, now in search of 4. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trey Amos. And the Eagles are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. That is now seven interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Looking to put a drive together. Now the Central Florida product is R.J. Harvey. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Off the fake, now Shuck's going to throw. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Throwing, Shuck. Another catch there for Waddle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. To throw now, Shuck. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Javon Kinlaw in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Here's Shuck. Short one here, caught by McBride. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4. Tries. This is 3rd and 11. Now Shuck. Touchdown. Jalen Waddle, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. So a heck of a drive right there with the game potentially hanging in the balance.
A very good drive, and now conversion to make it a 2-score game and a solid lead.
Lutz good on the extra point. And that makes this a 9-point game. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was finished off by a Jalen Waddle touchdown. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Broncos offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Well, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now here's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Here's Mahomes to throw. A quick throw, but incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
But sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 19.
19 yards. That's good for a Broncos first down. A gain of 19 yards. First down, Denver.
Mahomes going to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Yellow. Hey, 43, 15. Yellow.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. George Kittle from 19 yards away. And the Broncos have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Now they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score, but bottom line, they are still on top with the football, and a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. Looking to put a drive together.
Let's go.
They'll begin on the ground with Harvey. Through the juke. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
And what a tough spot for this defense, because they know it's coming, but they're just powerless to stop it. What a great run there to start the drive. And you can bet there'll be more where that came from as they try to ice this game away.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. Aiden Hutchinson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
At the 37-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Shuck. Out quickly to Judy. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage coordinator. You might look at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The visitors' offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. They'll go again with Hall. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 142 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. To throw, it's Mahomes. He finds his target, it's Evans. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Mahomes to throw it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Well, you don't have to beg the Philly faithful to make noise. On their feet for 3rd down. They'll run with Hall. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Hall want to give up the middle. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. They'll come up now, 2nd and 9. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Mahomes. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Jason Sanders on for the field goal. A 42-yard attempt.
The kick by Sanders is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
So now the Eagles down 29-28. 57 seconds to go. Now their lead is evaporated, but they still have a shot on 1st down. He'll look to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
yards on the play. And an Eagles first down.
And with just over 40 seconds now remaining, he gets up and spikes it. A little more than 40 seconds to play. Now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. He's got this downfield to McBride. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th. Wow, wow. Now that Eagle offense will stay out there as he'll go for 2.
The Eagles will set up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and run it here. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
Here's 1st and 10. Mahomes. Over the middle to Evans. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10. Mahomes. And that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it will be 2nd down. Mahomes will throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory.
Huge play there. Now, do you use that timeout or try to hustle it up?
Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with... ...18 seconds remaining. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Yellow, 87. Argo Lewis, and Nicholas. 15.
Mahomes. And Mahomes will do it himself. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Yellow. Hero 15.
Here's Mahomes. And he's got it. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Charles, that drive was perfect, methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well, and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
And now the offense is going to stay out there. The Broncos will go for two. To throw is Mahomes. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they up their lead to 3.
34.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. The quick feet by Jackson. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
At their own 27-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for Denver, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside
I just wanna rock. Body of the y'all.